Dear parents of LGBT kids, teenagers, adults, whatever the age may be, I know this isn't easy for you, and it's definitely not easy for us. I want you to know that we don't choose to be this way. We just are. I mean, why would anyone choose something that makes their everyday life that much harder and faces struggles that homosexual, gender-conforming people do not face? I know you may be in a state of shock, disbelief, confusion, and that's completely okay. It's hard enough even for us to understand ourselves, our sexuality, or our gender. So I can only imagine how hard it is for a heterosexual to understand it. Just because we may identify as gay, bisexual, transgender, or anything in between doesn't mean that we're different people. It doesn't mean that we've changed. In fact, it actually means we're being ourselves and being true to that, and not fighting against something or hiding behind a mask or pretending to be someone that we're not. I know things can get pretty complicated when religion is involved, but don't you think God would want us all to live authentically and to be happy? We all deserve happiness. Happiness in who we are, who we love, just as much as the person next to us, and just as much as you. Our intention isn't to push our sexuality onto you and make you feel uncomfortable. All we ask is for your love, unconditionally, respect, and support. It's understandable that this may not be an immediate thing. This will take time, and that's okay. Take all the time you need, because it can take a long time to process all of this stuff, especially if it comes out of nowhere and your child's just come out to you. It can take a while to process, so take all the time you need. It just saddens me how children are getting yelled at, beaten, kicked out of home, or sent away to try cure them or change them and turn them into something that they're not, just for being who they are or loving who they want to love. It's so unnecessary, and a lot of the time it does more harm than good. You're pretty much telling them they're not good enough, just the way they are. And who wants to hear that, especially on top of the everyday struggles of being this way? To have people who are close to you disown you or beat you or whatever it may be for being who you are. I can't even imagine how painful that would be psychologically, physically, emotionally. I've been really lucky, and I've had a really supportive experience of coming out. My family have all been really great and supportive, but I do know that this isn't always the case. And it saddens me when I get messages from girls who have been beaten, who have been kicked out of home, and who have been ostracized and disowned because of who they are. And I can't even imagine going through that myself, but I can imagine how hard it would be. It can be so scary to come out, not knowing how people are going to react, whether you'll be kicked out of home, whether you'll be disowned, beaten, emotionally abused, or face a massive amount of criticism for being who you are. But despite how difficult it is, it's really important for us to be able to feel like we can safely reveal ourselves to you, or part of ourselves to you, and share that part of us with you, and not be scared of getting kicked out of home and all these other consequences that come with it a lot of the time. No one deserves to feel as though they have to hide who they really are or pretend to be someone else, just because it'll be easier on other people around them, or it'll make other people happier because they're conforming to gender or the norm. We all deserve to be happy, even us. We are already sometimes criticized by strangers, stared at, whispered about, bullied and ostracized just for being who we are. This is why it's even more important that this stuff isn't going on within our family, because family is forever and everyone deserves to feel loved, supported, and cared for within their own family. We should be able to lean on and count on our family when times get hard. So I guess the last thing I want to say is, if your child is going through any of this stuff, support them. It takes immense courage and bravery to come out and to reveal this to people when you really don't know how they're going to react. And if the love and support isn't there, then we may be left feeling helpless, guilty, depressed, and insecure about who we really are. Unfortunately, statistics show that between 30 and 40% of LGBT youth attempt suicide. If successful in their attempt, nothing can be undone. It is too late to give them the love and support that they needed from the beginning. This is why it is so important to do it now, before it's too late, when there's a chance, so we can try avoid these terrible, heartbreaking circumstances. Acknowledge the struggle. Not only our struggle, but your own too. But doing it in a respectful, calm way that is driven by love and support is what we truly need and what we deserve. I know I'm not a parent myself, but when you become a parent, you take on the responsibility of raising a child. I know it can be really common for parents to blame themselves if their child isn't straight or if their child doesn't conform to the gender in which they were born in. But it's not your fault. You haven't done anything to make us this way. We were born like this, And there's a reason for that. We are unique individuals, and we currently make up 1/10 of the population. The reason why I personally think we were born this way is so that we can all help each other, and we can embrace who we are and help others who are struggling with these sort of issues. And most importantly, be happy with who we are, regardless of who that may be. It may completely go against your beliefs or what you thought you believed initially, or you just may never understand it. But that doesn't mean you can't show us love and support, even if you don't quite understand it yourself. All we ask for is your unconditional love and support. Every child deserves this, no matter how they identify or who they love. We all deserve to feel loved, and we all deserve to be happy. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I basically wanted to make this video because I think on the internet there are so many videos aimed at people who are gay, people who are bisexual, people who are transgender, and I've personally made videos talking about coming out and my experience with it, but I haven't really come across any videos directed at the people around us, like our families. And I know it can be hard for them as well to go through this with us. When I was coming out, I kind of said a lot of similar things to my parents that I just mentioned in this video. So I think that it may be helpful for you guys if you haven't come out or you want to try help your parents understand what it's like or what you may be going through. Or if you want to, feel free to show your parents this video if you think it may help them understand it a bit better from our perspective and our side of things. Feel free to share this video with anyone who you think is struggling with their gender or with their sexuality. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it and you found it somewhat helpful, or you think someone else you know may find it helpful, because I just want to spread unconditional love, support and positivity, because all of us deserve to receive that from those around us, regardless of who we love, how we identify, what gender we are, whatever it may be. We all deserve to be loved, supported and to feel happy within ourselves. So share this video if you think it can help someone to feel that way, because I think we all deserve it. Stay positive, stay happy and be true to who you are, because you deserve it. Bye! Don't hide behind your gayness. Embrace it.